Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. It is early morning Tuesday, February 19th, 2013. It's exactly 2 a.m. Earlier tonight, I actually spent a lot of time on the blog. I made a complete poll archive. If anyone cares, you can kind of go back, check that out. Posted some results from recent polls I hadn't had time to get around to, then created two more. The first one is number 41, and what I'm asking there is basically, how people want me to upgrade the Skylanders, in terms of how I record it. Basic options are A, random, which, I just go in and whoever I'm using or feel like playing at the time, that's what we'd have. Uh, Issue there, it's not really logical or practical, particularly, after I explicitly went out of my way not to upgrade them just in order to be able to kind of present something, you know, as close to practical and helpful as possible. Um, Other choices, and I think better ones, are, either doing it entirely by element, where we'd come in and we'd upgrade, say Earth Element, we'd do Crusher, then we'd come in and do the new lander, which would be Flashwing. Then we do the Series 2, Terrapin, Prism Break, Bash, etc. Uh, Other options, and this is also another good idea, is just to do it in droves. I'd do all of the Giants, then we do all of the new landers, and we do, the Series 2. I'd probably still group them by elements. But a couple different ways we can do it. I was looking for feedback there. And the second thing, and reason I even mentioned any of this, Ziracali, Slam Bam, then Terrafin, and now we're going to get into Darklight Crypt in this part, number 97, which is Ghost Roaster, who was a castaway, and then next up will be Dragon's Peak, featuring Sunburn, who was a castaway. And since Hot Dog finally came out, I could kind of jump on getting back onto the pole battles. And log poll 42, it's basically Castaway versus Newlanders. I did it by element, meaning we're going to have like a pretty sweet battle, in my opinion. Ghost Roaster versus Fright Rider, Camo, Shroom Boom, Flash Wing, Dino Ring, etc. So I think that's actually going to be pretty dadgum cool. I actually like it so much I made a video explicitly to go along with it. But only other update, I was in Toys R Us today, and there was nothing in terms of Skylanders. I mean, the rack had just completely been wiped out. The end cap was gone. It could just be Activision doesn't pay for it anymore. They will, soon or something when something new comes out. But I think there was like a couple of triple packs. Two swarms and a bouncer. I mean, it was that bad. There was like nothing in terms of new single packs. But a lot of people are saying the 22nd they're gonna get some new stuff. They generally kind of plug that with releasing a bunch of stock. So we'll monitor that. I don't want to ramble on too much here because I'm excited about this. As you know, the next adventure pack is Darklight Crypt. It'll be what, chapter 19 in this game, I guess. Really, I think it might have been my favorite adventure pack level overall. I really like Pirate Seas and Empire of Ice, but I felt like they both, could have like featured more gameplay or something special to them. I felt like Oculus was kind of like a greater challenge than like the wall in Empire of Ice and the castle and everything. But since I've known that you can play the adventure packs in Giants, and then that I saw and learned of Eyebrow, one of the things on my bucket list, and I've been waiting literally since October to do this, is to have Eyebrow take on Oculus, who is of course the boss at the end of Darklight Crypt. So I'm hoping, if they follow suit there, it ought to be the exact same layout. So we'll get to take care of that. This was one of the lengthier levels in the entire game last time. I think that'll probably stay the course here. I know we don't have to explore every nook and cranny. I probably will anyway. If you recall, there was like the lock puzzle from Nightmares. I think there was like the flamingo behind it, the legendary treasure or something. I'm kind of interested to see if they maybe don't like keep that and throw a treasure chest behind it or something. But Batterson, of course, Hatterson's brother, who we now know is on the ship. He is a pretty cool character. It's just a neat storyline. Oculus is there. There's kind of that like graveyard, cemetery, push block, stump demon maze at the end. So just a lot to like about it. But I'll quit rambling. As you can see here, I've got the ghost with the most, Ghost Roaster. It's unfortunate the first game stopped at level 10 because he would be at like level 60 right now. But we're going to go ahead and put Darklight Crypt on the portal.
Adventure items like these can take you to a new land, or they can be used for a potent magical attack.
We're aware of that, and we're going to travel. So, Chapter 19, Darklight Crypt, looks as awesome as ever. Really enjoy this one. It's, of course, where the pies come from. It'll be interesting to see if the pies, after playing this, then appear in the rest of Skylands.
Very cream pie! I'm so glad you're here. I've been having a terrible time with my baking business. I set up my bakery just outside of this undead town because I figured who needs pies more than the undead? And I was right. I started selling pies to lots of ghost creatures. They liked them so much that very soon they only ate my pies and stopped eating the brains of the living. It was a win-win situation. That is, until recently. Something happened. I don't know what. It's super scary in there. I know, it doesn't look scary now, but in the ghost world... Sorry, it gets confusing around here. I'll show you what I mean. These spectral-shifting platforms can switch you from the real world to the ghost world, and back again. Watch! Pretty neat, huh? See how that door is open in the ghost world, but was closed in the real world? You'll need to switch to and from the ghost world to get past obstacles. So, if it's a scary monster in the ghost world, switch back and you'll be able to pass him in the real world. It's not as hard as it seems, just like following a recipe. Ah! I had better change things back. That's better. I mean better. Anyway, the bank is gonna take my pie shop if I don't get some sales, and soon. Did you find out why the ghosts have stopped buying my pies?
Okay, Necropolis Battle Arena, and that's what happens if you use the, find the undead customer. But that's basically what happens if you use the location pieces as magic weapons. You can take it off the portal, you'll still be here. I just leave it there, it's easier. That said, I mean, this level was always pretty cool. I like the story behind it. Want to check the objectives. We'll go ahead and break some of this stuff first. I guess we'll do it now. Alright, so find the undead customer, find and defeat Oculus, so we've got our, confirmation that he's there. Talk to Gallant or Gallant, whichever it is. Clear in under 1230, I think that's the exact same as last time. As you can see, 75 enemies, that's a tribute to this level. There's just an awful lot of stuff to kill. 11 areas, that may seem small, but I mean, it's a lengthy area, don't lose any lives. And then again, sadly, they kind of nerf everything down. 2 hats, 4 treasure chests. Hopefully the hats will be cool. I do plan to use Ghost Roaster quite a bit in this one, just, because it's his level. That said, there is a glitch with him if you come in here and look at his quests. I've used him a little bit in this game, not a whole lot, but I mean, you can see he's killed 199 enemies. And as you might have guessed if you watched Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, I'm a big Ghost Roaster fan, and I love, you know, his Skull Charge Metalhead, and that's what I kill most of the enemies with. Right here, Grave Circumstances, his primary quest: defeat 100 enemies with Skull Charge. Note that that says 0. I don't remember the exact cutoff point, but when you're upgrading him, it'll actually make this null and void. It's kind of like him in Drobot's challenge. Since he's upgraded, it's just a nightmare. But he's got 31 of the 32 original heroics done. That said, you know, if you're just getting Ghost Roaster, or you haven't upgraded him for some reason from last time or something, whatever the reasons may be, before you upgrade him, my advice, just box stock, is just go through and take out 100 enemies, get that taken care of, and, you know, then don't have to worry about it. For me and anyone else that's upgraded him, you basically have to reset him. I know to some people that's not a big deal, but I mean, it, you know, does take a lot of time to get the level and the money. And then in my case, what would kill me is having to redo the heroics. Maybe he didn't ever do wham shells or something, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and won't ramble on too much about that. Guess he'll at least get Chow Hand. So if you don't have this level for some reason, you know, or if you just got into the game, I definitely recommend picking it up. It's really enjoyable. The boss battle's great at the end. Not exactly, you know, super challenging or anything, but it is really neat. You know, at least Monster Masher registers, which kind of makes it all the more strange that, you know, we don't get credited for the other things. But really cool in this level, the way you get to use those spectral shifting platforms. You saw how peaceful and calm it was. There's a, you know, pie shop there, and there it looks like something from The Legend of Zelda or something in a dungeon.
Skylanders of the undead elements are stronger.
Do have to say, I enjoy in this one how they started out. I mean, this is Ghost Roaster's level, and they stick to the undead. You know?
Hello, I am Oculus. In case you haven't noticed, I'm a giant eyeball.
Did not notice that.
And you're not a ghost. But here you are in the ghost world. Neat trick.
Alright, so I remember the level pretty well. That toughest thing to find was there at the end, but I don't know for sure if that was a treasure chest.
Everything that goes on here.
I guess I should just use see, those ghosts are basically the reason that you can't do Drobot's challenge, at least easily. I guess if you just have endless amount of time. My advice here, if you want to, you know, do the dares and, you know, try to 3-star everything, just your first time through, you're not going to be going for the time goal anyway. My advice is just kill as many enemies as possible. I think over here there was something in the first game, might have been like the story scroll or something. We'll switch over and let's see what happens. You know, some doors close, some stuff's gone, some lifts up. You know, like I said, makes it pretty interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and come this way. You could kill those guys now, but I mean, it's honestly more fun to do it later on. There's our lore tablet. So. Alright. Darklight Crypt. Story scroll.
For as long as anyone can remember, the Darklight Crypt has sent out hordes of ghosts and zombies to terrorize nearby villages. But lately, all that has changed. The undead no longer seem hungry for the living. What could have caused this odd change in appetite? And how long will it last?
So basically what you need to take from that is, if the zombie apocalypse descends upon Earth, we need to address it with life. So keep that in mind. That said, I'm going to go ahead and see here. So we want to go up that way, but I'm actually going to kill these knights in Ghost World. That way we those enemy golems. I'll try it. I mean, his pain chain, or whatever you want to call it, the base attack does 31. You know, fully upgraded. But then Skullmaster, you know, down that path, it's like, what, 58 every time? And then you've got the ghosts that come out. So, the cool thing here, even though he's maxed out and can't really do anything else for us, since we are in Giants playing this, he can actually go to level 15. And that, of course, comes in very, very helpful. You can go that way, don't. There should be a treasure chest up here. Not 100% sure that'll be there. I think it was originally. It's basically where we saw those coins right at the start of the level when we came in from Batterson's place. That one actually does blend in very, very well in my opinion. I think, yeah, you actually have to be in the real world to access those. Go ahead and do just that. I know he technically doesn't need any money, but what I'll do is I'll just like let him buy, you know, hats from Batterson, or I don't know, you know, sky stones from Auric or something crazy like that. Down there, that's a pretty cool area. I can tell you, in what was I gonna say? Chop Chop's personal quest. Something to do with his shield, you have to absorb like 1000% damage or something. The bark demons come in very, very handy for that. You can do it with just like a couple of hits for them. So, I think I did that in, might have been Willikin Village actually.
There's somebody in here.
Basically cleared that out. We're gonna go ahead and head down here. I'm interested to see. Okay, there are lock puzzles. Okay, somehow we've dropped 216 frames. That is not good. This won't probably suck at all. That said, I mean, the last time I recorded, I mean, everything was like perfect and really weird. It's something I didn't expect. But, these are a little bit more difficult. I mean, this one isn't too bad. But, I mean, this level also the same puzzles. So that's what we're doing right now, even though it may not sync up worth a dang. Jeez, okay, I don't want to kill them with Ghost Roaster. Let's let Igniter do it. This kind of seems more like his territory than Hot Dog. 1754. I can't see my recording time on the commentary. Note the bounce pad there, you kind of see the silhouette. Kind of forgot what I was saying. It was somewhat important, I think. I was talking about Chop Chop there for a little while. It'll come back to me. The bark demons, you know, they're basically just really, really good for achieving that. Alright, so this turns into the push block area. I think this is the one you kind of want to set this up as best you can so you can like get in and get out all in the same maneuver.
Reaching the stronghold.
Alright, so before we grab that key, head this direction. Alright, so we're now in the Dark Labyrinth. This is another pretty enemy intense area. I think it accounts for probably quite a bit of your enemy gold. It still reminds me of like Blakestone, just running against the wall, pressing the space bar, but as you can see there's like false passages, false walls, if you will. Let's see here. I guess this one was a dud. We'll almost have to come in from the front side up there. See if we can't. Okay, you can't. Okay, I did not see that guy. We're still sitting. I just want to check this real quick. We're at 2033 on the commentary and 2023 on the recording, so we lost like 10 seconds somehow. I don't exactly know when it happened. So we'll figure it out eventually. I think this is one you have to push in and then, you know, take it back out. But I mean, these type of levels, I've said it before, but like the T-Bone levels, you know, from the previous game, Creepy Citadel, I think of the names of the others, but I mean, those were really, really well done in my opinion. Enjoyed all of them, and this one's kind of akin to that, so it's cool to, you know, come back, like I said in the last two recordings, kind of like a bit of nostalgia or something. And the good thing is, like, when you're doing your time, I guess we're going to kill this guy, but when you're doing the time goals and everything, if you elect to do them, what's nice is you don't have to come in here, you know, you kind of just like focus on, you know, business as usual and take it from there. So. There's a treasure chest. I think it's a hat that's behind that last gated area of stump demons. There we go. That's what I wanted to have happen. We'll shove this one into place. That'll be our final switch. We can take out the stump demons, grab the hat, and call it a day. They do die very, very easy. I mean, I know this is the easy file, but I don't know. I mean, like in the regular game, it seemed like they put up more of a fight, if that makes any sense, than they are here. I mean, like that was just too. We don't have any upgrades or anything. I'm thinking maybe like when we play this on the hard file or something to that effect, it ought to kind of amp up the difficulty. So, Chef Hat, pretty impressive. Plus 10 critical hit, plus 10 elemental power. Wonder if we shouldn't stick that one on Shroom Moon. Don't want to worry. I'm pretty happy with the fireman hat we've got on Igniters. Pretty sure that's everything in here. We got that treasure chest. Got the hat. I think that's gonna be everything. So we'll head out, grab the key, carry on here. 23-minute. I may end this one early in hopes that we can like recover, you know, frame rates or something. You know, somehow. I think we can swing this to where I can walk across. Yeah. For now, we'll open this up, take out the stump demons, and go to town. You know, it could be the stump demons that dropped the frame. Maybe like that first time they shot something like this.
Skylanders, the magic element is stronger in this zone.
Okay. Oh, jeez. This is one of those times it's real easy to get mad about the camera angles in this game. You can't see ahead at all. And as you know, that makes things quite difficult to continue with. I remember like the first time playing through here, I mean everybody was, I mean maybe not fully upgraded, but they had upgrades. And I mean this was like insane just getting through the stump demons, you know. But like I said, I'm hopeful that, you know, when we come in and do you know, hard, I'll kind of get a feel for it when I do my hard file. I'm not recording that one. Just kind of using it to get XP and money for everybody else. But I am hopeful, you know, that it's difficult, and the nightmare mode, of course, will kind of bump up the challenge. I don't know if Igniter's going to be quick enough to do this. Okay, well, we made it, so. You don't have to, you know, take your time and go through and get all the coins if you had like a shot to run across or something, but I mean, like I said, we do need the money, so I just kind of
I'm
do
really
it.
impressed, but I'm not sure what you're really looking for here.
Seems like Oculus is going to talk to us. There we go. Oh, did not see those guys. Wait, we missed some XP. It's only 1 dot, but we have to go back. 26 minute. I don't know how this one lost so much commentary. I mean, you know, the frame rates and everything. You know, under the circumstances, I mean, this is a longer level. I'm just going to end this one here, and then hopefully when we come back we won't drop 217 frames like we did this time. So 2651 on the recording, 2705 on the count. Yeah, I mean, it's 10 plus seconds differential. That's really hard for me to work with. I mean, I'll sync it at the start and then it's going to be thrown off, and I mean, there's really not much I can do. So, you know, my apologies, there is stuff beyond my control, but nonetheless, it's a great level. Really enjoying being back here, and we'll come back in, pick up right here where we're at, and guess I need to switch to a magic element too. May do that before I record, just so we don't drop frames on the intro screen. But we'll pick up here, go down, talk to Gallon or Galon or however we want to pronounce his name. Go in the houses, see if those crazy lock puzzles are still there, and then kind of into that stump demon cemetery looking place, and then we'll go through that final area, and then we will bust out Eyebrow and take on Oculus. So stay tuned for that. Again, as always, thanks for watching. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, and as always, you can check out the blog for all the latest oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. But I'll end this one. I will do my best editing it to not make it terribly off, but you know, just know I'm either talking ahead of the action or after it, and just kind of use your imagination. But again, thanks for watching. We will catch you back for part 98.